What's up, gamers? Hello, everyone. Sorry for the little delay today. But if you've been on Discord, you know what happened. The basketball hoop is gone. First, we got rid of the shed yesterday, and today the basketball hoop was pulled out of the ground. Well, sort of. They tried to pull it out of the ground. It broke. But it's okay. It's fine. We covered the rest up with dirt. No one will ever know. But hello, JD. Congrats on second. Ariel, congrats on first. Cupid, congrats on third. Hello, Nanu and Kitty. Hello, Alex. Welcome in, everyone. I hope you're all having a good Wednesday. Kitty made a good Zero Escape joke. The basketball hoop is to be continued because the route is locked by concrete. This is true. But we're gonna leave that route locked, I think. We're just gonna hide it. Okay, last time we got Tenmyoji's ending. And we left off, we're gonna start a new path. The basketball hoop is dead, long live Fangy's driveway. It's not got much left in it. Not much longer. The driveway itself needs to go at some point. It is very, bubbled? Which I didn't know was a thing that driveways could do. But I think because the cryptid forest is in a cold place, maybe? Stuff like expands sometimes? I don't know. But there's parts of the driveway that have like little hills on them. And it makes it very annoying for shoveling snow. Little guy!
If you're starting a new path, is it the one where you don't lie about yawning?
That was so close.
#YawnGate.
He was invisible for a moment there. I got him there just in time, though, don't worry. Also, a full moon from, I think from Mooney, right? Ow! Also, hello, Jem, hello, Matt, hello, Mooney. Okay, wait, let's go to our flowchart. We don't need to watch Sigma get kidnapped again. For the millionth time. Alright, locked. Wait, I thought some stuff unlocked, didn't it? No? Oh, wait, here. No. Here. This was unlocked. Over here. There isn't enough antiviral medication. We found a way to clone it. Jem says tree roots can deform concrete. Oh, I do have a tree. I do have a tree near the driveway, so maybe that's it. I thought it was the weather. What if you haven't seen that one cutscene yet somehow? Just go watch a VOD, any of them. It'll be in each of them like 5 times. Okay, so right now, 2 people have the Radical 6.
Alright, please pay attention, everyone.
We only have 1 cure. Hey, Insomniac! Hello!
You need to hear this.
We need to hear this, guys.
The Atom has finished scanning Alice.
What did it say?
She's got the
Her
Rad
results
6.
are identical to Quark's. She has also been infected with Radical 6.
Oh my god. None of us saw this coming. On our way back, Fi had gone off to retrieve the rest of the participants. 7 sets of eyes widened as Luna spoke.
Oh no. No! What's going to happen to her? Well, like I said before, there's only one way to cure Radical 6. There's a special antiviral treatment. Do you know what immunoglobulin is?
The IG.
Immunogoblin?
It's another name for antibodies. Some people have antibodies that can fight off Radical 6. Those antibodies are the basis for Excelavir.
Wait, what about those pods in the treatment center? Can't we just stick them in those?
Right. I thought of that too, so I went and took a closer look at them. Unfortunately...
They can't cure it.
Correct. They can suppress the symptoms
Hey,
for a
Iron
while,
Bite!
but they can't kill the virus itself. The only way we can help Alice and Quark is if we can find some Excelavir.
But the pods will keep them from getting any worse, right?
Yes.
Put 'em in
Then
the
what are
pod.
we waiting for? One of you, grab Alice. We're going to the treatment center.
As he spoke, Tenmyoji moved over to Quark and lifted his small unconscious body off the bed. Quark shifted slightly as Tenmyoji moved him, and something fell out of his pocket with a soft clink. We're so lucky that didn't break, especially considering Dio broke one in another timeline. I bent down slowly and picked it up. Is this medicine?
What?
Well, what is it?
Hold on. There's a name on the label here. Excelivir.
You found it, Sigma!
It looks like it would taste like grape juice.
That's the one thing that can cure Radical 6.
I just love like the shocked faces. Pretend like the thump 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 thump.
Why did Quark have it?
Perhaps he found it earlier.
Earlier when?
We explored the laboratory. It was on the other side of the red door. I happened to notice Quark putting something in his pocket.
He hid it?
Whether or not that was his intention is unclear. I did not have the opportunity to ask, as he collapsed immediately afterwards. It didn't feel appropriate to go digging around in his pockets for it after that. And to be honest, it had also slipped my mind. We were rather preoccupied with getting him to the infirmary as quickly as possible.
Who cares about the details? We have it. Hurry up and give it to him, Luna.
Hey, hold on a minute!
You only have one.
What about Alice?
Thank you for lurking, kitty.
Does it really matter if she goes first or not?
I'm sorry, but I don't think we can do that.
What?
There's only enough here for one person. The only way we have to administer this is with the injection gun, and the way it functions, it uses a whole bottle each time you pull the trigger.
That feels like a lot to inject in someone.
In other words, we can't split the dose in two or something.
Right.
While we all stood stunned, Phi moved. Stepping over to Quark, she quickly ran her hands through his clothes, then stepped back with a frown and a small shake of the head.
Nothing. That one bottle was it.
Do you think there might be some more back in the laboratory?
No, unfortunately not.
No.
Oh, God.
Just enough medicine for one dose.
Only one person can be saved.
Who should we give it to?
Alice or Quark?
What the hell is this? There's no way we're only going to save one of them.
But what are we going to do?
Do I have to spell it out? We're gonna save them both.
How?
That's... With the power of science, I needed to calm down. Think. There had to be some way to save both of them. It was there, I knew it. Ig equals immunoglobulin.
Do you know what immunoglobulin is? It's another name for antibodies. Some people have antibodies that can fight off Radical 6.
Ig replicator?
Replicator makes it sound like it makes copies of stuff.
So it's like a copy machine.
Yeah,
Hey DB!
probably copies IG, whatever that is.
Any ideas?
Who knows? Ice cream by the gallon?
That's it! I've got it! The IG replicator in the laboratory. It's an immunoglobulin replication machine.
What?
That's a mouthful. It can copy immunoglobulin antibodies. Luna just said Excelivir is made from antibodies. That means we can make more Excelivir.
Hold on a moment. There is a strange device in the laboratory that says IG replicator on it. Clover and I examined it thoroughly when we were in that room.
Yeah, we never could figure out what it did though.
Exactly. My question is, how do you know about it, Sigma?
I saw it. When I was in the laboratory.
When was that?
Probably when you were looking for Alice, right?
No. Dia was wrong. I hadn't gone to the laboratory when I was looking for Alice. I didn't think I'd ever been to the laboratory. So how did I know about the IG replicator?
If what he's saying is true, then we should be able to duplicate the Excelivir. That would mean we could cure Alice and Quark.
Let's go have a look then. The laboratory, right?
Yeah, no time to waste.
We all nodded. Wait. We can't leave them here all alone. Luna, do you think you could stay behind and look after them?
Oh, of course. I'd be happy to.
Alright then, let's go. This might be the one route where everyone lives. We might not have any dead friends. One second. I wanted to recalibrate my model.
So this is the lab, huh?
Yes.
Where's this IG replicator thing?
Right here. It actually just copies Instagram posts. See?
So this can copy the Excelivir?
I think so.
What are we waiting for?
Calm down, alright? Don't rush me. I carefully lowered the small vial of Excelivir into the slot on the side of the machine. An empty vial already protruded from the other side. Presumably, that was where the duplicate Excelivir would go. Ready? When I push this button, it should...
Skip it. Just press the damn thing.
Right. And... pressed. Did it work? Herbal.
Have a look. The empty vial has something in it now.
And the vial Sigma used remains as it was. It does not seem to have lost any of its contents.
So, it worked?
Would have been pretty bad if it hadn't.
Alright, let's get this thing back to the infirmary. I reached down and pulled both vials from the machine, intending to slip them deftly into my pocket. You drop it? Ah, shoot.
What happened?
Sorry. My hand slipped.
You dropped one of them?
Yeah. Just one, though.
What in the hell? What if you'd broken it, you idiot?
Come on. If it's broken, then we could have made another copy. Before Tenmyoji could reply, Phi spoke.
Guys?
I was surprised to hear her voice coming from near my feet. I looked down to see her staring intently at something beneath the table.
You see? It did break!
No, the vial's fine. See?
She held it up in one hand but didn't move her eyes. The bomb!
What the heck is going on down there?
It's gonna be bomb number 0. Also, hi, Gord!
Take a look.
She slid back from the table quickly and silently. The rest of us bent down to look. Oh, number 2. We found 1, 2, 3, I think. But bomb?
Whoa. Really? That makes 2 then.
Guess Kay was right after all.
So there were more bombs.
So it would seem.
Was this here when you guys came through the first time?
No, it was not.
Yeah, I didn't see anything, and I looked real
Bomb
hard.
number 54, oh no.
Then somebody must have
That'd be a
said
good
it
way to
while we
troll
were looking
them.
for Alice.
Who the hell would do that?
We were all out looking for Alice. It could have been any of us.
No, not any of us. I was back in the infirmary. Quark was still out. so I was keeping an eye on him.
And they think that I came here, and that's how I found the IG replicator. They're gonna think I put the bomb there.
So we shouldn't consider you a suspect. Is that right?
Yeah, Quark's off the list too.
But Tenmyoji, you have no proof that you spent the entire time in the infirmary, do you?
What?
You could have quietly made your way to the laboratory, planted the bomb.
That's insane! Listen to yourself! There's no way in hell I'd have left Quark all by himself to go plant a goddamn bomb!
Angry Grandpa. Tenmyoji was still staring furiously at Kay when Clover spoke up.
Hey, what's this thing?
I turned in time to see her grab something from under the table.
It looks like a
Oh, a memory card.
Where was it?
Right under the bomb. It was down on the floor under the table.
Could it have been put here by the same person who set the bomb? There was nothing like it here when we examined this room.
Do you think they dropped it accidentally?
Unless it was left here intentionally, yes. I imagine so.
What do you think's on it?
Well, let's take a look. Did I see it for a minute?
Yeah, I guess so.
I plucked the card out of her hand and looked around the room. Nothing. Shoot. No dice. We'll need to plug it into something that can read memory cards, but I don't see anything here.
So what do we do?
Well, come on, if I knew I'd be doing it. Pocket it for
10
now.
minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes.
Oh yeah, wait. That's how we put a memory card in the infirmary, right? And that's how we got the Mars conversation?
If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Guys, I think maybe we should get back to the top floor.
Yeah, you're right. We've got what we came here for.
What should we do about the, bomb?
Not much we can do except leave it here. Alice said it'd be dangerous to touch them.
True, but
drop
What
it.
else would we do with it?
We can talk about the bombs later. Right now, we need to take care of Alice and Quark.
Right. So we'll go back to the infirmary, give them the Excelivir, and then head to the Floor A warehouse.
Right. This ought to do it. It might take a little while, but they should recover.
Ah, ferocious roar. Her voice was quiet as she backed away from Alice and Quark. In her hand was the injection gun. Thank you, Jim and Cubic. Thank you, thank you. Since there's two of them, that will help counteract all of the fake yawns that JD's put in there. She carefully removed the empty vial and placed it gently in the cabinet with the other one. While we were in the laboratory, Luna had moved Quark to a crude cot. They both looked peaceful as they slept. The
It
madness I'd seen
seems
on the
no matter which timeline we're in, you will continue to lie about your yawns.
Shh.
Hashtag yawngate.
Shh. We're busy, little guy. We're busy. The madness I'd seen on their faces before was completely gone.
Are they really going to be all right?
Yes. The analysis I did on the vials confirmed that the duplicate was real Excelivir. The original was genuine too, of course. Now that they've been treated,
it's only a matter of time before the virus is eliminated.
Woo!
I believe so, yes. Oh man, what a relief. I was really worried.
Clover grinned. Agreed. I gave her a reassuring pat on the back.
5
Memory
minutes
card.
remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
All right, everybody. We can be relieved later. Right now, we need to get to the AB rooms.
Damn. Don't even have time to catch our breath.
Come on, let's go. The Floor A warehouse is waiting. At least the memory card's on me, I think. It's not like Dio or someone has it. All my homies hate Dio. Huh? Where's Tenmyoji?
Oh, he stayed back in the infirmary.
What?
Why?
Well, when we were all heading out, I noticed he wasn't doing anything. So I asked him if he was coming with us. And this is what I got.
I'm still worried about Quark and Alice. I think I'll stick around and make sure they're okay.
I see. That means that Phi's only opponent will be Dio.
Uh-oh for Phi. One-on-one, huh?
Ugh.
That's cool.
She has the same reaction.
Nothing to worry about. I plan to choose Ally. You know why?
Because I've only got one BP.
Exactly. If you chose Ally and I betrayed you, your BP would drop below 0 and... well, we know what happens then.
But does Dio really care?
I want to win, but I'm not that desperate. You see what I'm saying, right?
Don't believe him, Phi?
Tenmyoji and Dio are a pair. Tenmyoji only had one BP left. Since Dio said he's going to pick Ally, Phi can't really pick anything else. If she does, Tenmyoji will...
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Kay and I are gonna be going one-on-one too, right? Since Quark's still sleeping.
That is correct.
How many BP do you guys have?
I've got 6.
As do I.
This will be a tough one then.
If one of them can get the other to Ally, and then betray that person, the betrayer will have 9 points. Look, Kay, I know you don't really have any reason to trust me, but...
I know. You would like us both to vote Ally, yes?
Yeah.
I agree. If we were to both betray, then we would gain no points. We would lose nothing either, but that's hardly relevant. If both of us cooperate, then we will both gain 2 points, which is much more beneficial.
Right. Okay, good.
Yeah, because we have 2 people that are about to potentially die. We have 2 people who could potentially escape.
You're really gonna do it, right?
Yes,
Promise?
promise.
1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
Shit, this is bad. We need to move, now!
Indeed. Shall we?
Go, go, go! Dio, Kay, Phi, and Clover all took off immediately, heading into different AB rooms. Counting from the left, Dio went into room 3, Kay went into room 4, and Phi and Clover went into rooms 5 and 6 respectively. Now that left Luna and myself. What do you think about taking the one on the far left?
Sounds good.
With that settled, we headed into AB room number 1. Doesn't really matter, unless there's a dead lady in it. Sometimes there is. It's kind of like gacha, you know? Sometimes you open an AB room and you get a dead lady. Honestly, I've seen better blind boxes.
30
Not my
seconds
favorite.
remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
It's probably a little late to say this, but
I think she's the rare pull.
you know Alice is still in the infirmary. So,
You're saying we should pick Ally, right? Since Alice is gonna default to that anyway.
yes.
I know. It's not really fair to betray someone who's not voting. Luna's face broke into a warm, happy smile. Not to be sappy, but it was like a ray of sunshine on a cloudy day. That is sappy. I grinned back at her before I knew what I was doing. For a minute, the honorary game didn't seem so scary.
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes. 9, 8, 7, 6,
6,
5,
5,
4,
4,
3,
3, 2,
2,
1.
1.
Happy New Year! Oh, they did think of that, Matt.
Round 2 of the Ambidex game has been completed.
At least one person has to vote. If neither side votes, they both die. There is a rule for that.
Results will
'Cause
be
I said the same exact
displayed
thing.
in the warehouse.
I said the same exact thing.
Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
I was like, just hold everyone hostage. We will force everyone to be friends. Lou and I stepped out of the AB room. Alright, let's go have a look at the results.
Okay.
I better not see any betrayers on this board.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Why? Why? What? How? How could Ellis vote betray? What? That's not even possible, right? Isn't she unconscious? Huh? Why do I die? Why? Why?
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly.
This was supposed to be the good timeline where nobody died. But instead, all of my friends betrayed each other and killed me. This is the worst timeline.
Please check your bracelet
What
to
the
see
heck?
your updated bracelet points.
That's crazy. What? It wasn't possible. I blinked, rubbed my eyes, and looked again. Did she vote somehow earlier before she got sick? I don't remember. That's not possible. How can Alice's vote be betrayed? It was a question I'd never know the answer to. There was a sharp, quick pain in my wrist, barely even noticeable. I couldn't feel anything flowing into my veins, but I knew it was there. First would be the anesthetic Soparol. Ooh, the wibbly wobbles. I got a case of the wibbly wobbles. I blinked and my vision started to blur. When I tried to think, it felt like my mind had been stuffed with cotton. My legs began to wobble and then gave out entirely as I crumpled to the floor.
Sigma! Sigma! Hang on! Oh no! Sigma! Get up!
Sigma!
Sigma!
No. Why?
My eyelids felt like they were made of lead, but I forced them open. Everything was growing blurry, but I noticed the door of the second AB room was open. No one had gone into that room. I'd watched them all. And yet, there she stood, an apparition that couldn't possibly be real. Alice. The world was gradually going black, and my mouth refused to form words. My head echoed with questions. Okay, so it's not like she pressed betray before she got sick and went unconscious. How? Why? What was she doing there? Had she run in at the last moment after Luna and I entered our room? But even if she had, why choose betray? Then the darkness closed over my mind as well, and my questions were gone forever. That's crazy. Are there two Alices? What does it mean? I'm going back. I'm going back in. You betray me, I betray you. We know exactly what's gonna happen, right? This time we're gonna hit betray and it's gonna have her ally. And we'll have even more questions.
It's probably a little late to say this, but
Moo and I stepped out of the AP room.
Why? What happened to... It's not fair to betray someone who isn't voting.
She is voting.
I thought...
There was nothing I could think of to say. Even I didn't really understand why I'd picked betray instead. It had almost felt unconscious, like some other part of my mind was making the decision. Perhaps I'd been possessed by some sort of evil spirit that had moved my finger to betray button against my will. Right, well, we should go see the results.
Really? We already know what they are.
No, we don't.
It's just simple math.
The look in her eyes was more painful than any punch I'd ever taken. Have I taken very many punches? I turned away and almost ran towards the projector. Anything to get away from those eyes. I've wondered that as well, Mooney.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now.
You know what it's gonna be? It's gonna be
displayed.
ally, betray ally. This time it's gonna be all allies except for mine, I just know it.
Please
And then I'm gonna
direct
look a
your
huge jerk.
attention to the results screen.
Dum, dum, dum. Okay. Okay, she's still betrayed. Alright.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly.
Betray sweep, let's go! Trust issues!
Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
They're not really updated. What? It wasn't possible. I blinked, rubbed my eyes, and looked again. No, how can Alice's vote be betrayed? That's not possible. Alice! She was standing inside the second room from the left. The room that should have been empty. Why? My mind was still reeling. Where had she come from? As I was trying to form a sentence, she began to move towards us. From around me, I heard a chorus of muted gasps. It seemed we were united in our surprise and confusion. Alice drew to a stop in front of me and glanced up at the display.
Thought you'd get an easy couple points, huh? Not so easy when you have to look your victim in the eye, is it? Coward.
Me, a coward? You got some balls saying that's me after you picked betray. Why are you even here?
You gave me the antivirus, didn't you? Tenmyoji told me. Thank you. I mean that from the bottom of my heart, honestly.
But you still tried to kill me?
But you should still be under the effects of the anesthetic.
Yes, well, I still am. A bit. I have a throbbing headache, and I can barely stand. It's horrible. I'm more resistant to anesthetics than most people.
Really?
A result of my training. I have a feeling Zero Senior knew that. They gave me way more than the standard dose of that gas when they kidnapped me. In any event, a few minutes ago I woke up in the infirmary. Tenmyoji explained what was going on, and I got here as fast as I could.
You showed up right after we'd gone to the AB room? Didn't we only have a minute left?
Yes. Right in the nick of time, too. About 10 seconds before the deadline, as I recall.
You did that just so you could betray us?
Right. What? Don't I get to do that? I mean, it turned out to be the right thing to do, didn't it? You two chose betray. If I'd stayed back there, I'd have lost 2 points.
You think we had a betray sweep? Every single team betrayed.
So you're saying it was self-defense?
Yes.
You're full of crap. Self-defense? You chose betray because you wanted out. You had 6 BP. If I'd picked ally, you would have had 9. That's what you were trying to do, right?
So what if I was?
Are you serious? You would have killed me. Look! I only have 1 BP. You were this close to murdering me. Just admit it. You were planning to kill me so that you could escape.
Don't be stupid. I knew you'd choose betray. There was...
Tell the truth.
That is the truth. Why am I the only one getting the 3rd degree here? Look at those results. 2 other people just tried to kill someone.
Fi and Dio.
Yes. If Dio had chosen ally, Fi would have killed Tenmyoji. And if she'd chosen ally, Dio would have killed her.
I don't want to be rude, but it looks like Clover and Kay tried to trick one another. Not that it seems to have worked. If either one had chosen ally, the other one would have 9 BP right now.
I think we need a group therapy session. I turned to look at the results again. Before, I'd only been looking at my own. I hadn't realized that there was only one word all across the roster: betray. Whatever trust we'd managed to build had fallen apart. Everyone was suspicious of everyone else. Had it been the bombs? Or had it been something else? Whatever the reason, if it kept up, we'd never manage to escape. Huh? Can you delete them? I had to delete it manually. Alright, whatever the reason, if it kept up, we'd never manage to escape. We'd be trapped in a cycle of 0-point rounds for the rest of our lives. Something had to be done. I closed my eyes and took a deep breath. Alright guys, pay attention. You probably already figured this out, but we can't keep going like this. If we don't start being a little more trusting, we're never gonna get out of here. We need to work together. Yeah, there's no delete function, Mooney. It's something I have to do manually. I might as well have been talking to a wall.
My apologies, Sigma. But I need to think on something for a bit. I would appreciate being left alone.
No, I have to actually open the text file. All the quotes are saved in a text file. Hey.
I'll be leaving too. Things are getting a little too intense here for my delicate constitution.
Oh, so delicate.
Sorry.
Dio.
Well, in that case...
Etufi?
Yeah, sorry.
Without another word, she turned and left the warehouse. Dio and Kay quickly followed suit.
See? There's your answer. In the end, everyone's just thinking about themselves. So I would appreciate it if you could not treat me like I'm the only villain here. Come on, Clover. Let's go.
Hold on! I'm coming! Are
You can
feeling
tell
okay?
when JD has a quote idea he wants to use because he rapid fire adds new ones. I did feel like he was adding a lot. Ugh, Froggy. Froggy cryptid.
I was really worried, you know?
I watched them walk away, Clover practically jumping with delight to have Alice back. Before long, they reached the yellow door and disappeared beyond it.
Everyone's gone.
You aren't going to leave too?
No,
Are you sure? I chose betray.
I know. But I still believe in you, Sigma. I think your hand must have just slipped or something, right?
My chest hurt, and when I blinked, I felt something hot and wet prick the corners of my eyes. Luna, I bit my lip. Before I could think of anything to say, the metallic rumble of the doors closing echoed through the warehouse. Ding ding.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 3 of the Ambidex game will be the Star Round. Star keys are required to open the gates. There is no set limit on usage of the Star keys. The Ambidex gates can be opened as many times as the players wish to open them.
As many times as we want, huh?
Yes, as long as we have the star keys. That means we can keep playing the AB game over and over, too. Sigma? Could you show me your bracelet?
Why?
Do you remember what Zero Jr. said?
As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically.
Oh, yeah.
Solo assignments hop around a bit, too.
Yeah, I remember. Let's see here. I'm a cyan pair. What about you?
I'm a magenta pair.
I wonder what the others are.
They could be anything, I suppose. We won't know until we have a look.
Well, we've got about 80 minutes until the next set of chromatic doors open. So, what should we do now?
Everyone else has gone off on their own.
Yeah. Physically and emotionally. I really don't like how this is going. It won't matter how many times we repeat the AV game if no one trusts anyone else. We'll never be able to get out of here.
Maybe it would help if we all had a common goal. Something to unite our hearts and minds.
Like, turning off the bombs. Yeah, but we've already got something like that. We all want to get out of here. That seems like a pretty clear goal to me, but everybody chose betray. Including me.
Well, what if we have an enemy?
An enemy?
Yes, a common foe. Like the person who set the bombs, for instance.
After coming back from the lab, I told her about the bomb while she gave Alice and Quark the Accelerator. Yeah, that might work. If we can figure out which one of us planted those bombs, then everyone else would work together against them.
Right.
But how do we figure out who it is?
Well, do you have any clues?
Clues, huh? Matt says my fix is that everyone makes a pact before round 1. That anyone who votes betray is restrained by the rest of the group and kept from voting for the remainder of the game. That's what I said too, Matt! We're on the same page. I'm like, if someone chooses to betray, we just nap them out for a little nap. Wait, that's right! The memory card. I pulled it out of my pocket and held it out towards her.
What's this?
I told you, a memory card. It was under the bomb that we found in the lab. I think whoever set the bomb dropped it.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know what's on it, though. We couldn't find any kind of memory card reader.
I guess we can't really use it then. Oh, wait a second. You know what? I think I might have seen something.
Huh?
Yes, I remember. The infirmary. I saw it when I was searching the infirmary with Theo and Quark. There was a memory card just like that one.
Then...
Yes, I think we can see what's on it. The computer there should be able to read it.
Luna and I explode into the infirmary, nearly running into Alice, Clover, and Tenmyoji. Quark was there as well, of course, but he was just as we left him, asleep on the bed.
What are you doing here?
I opened my mouth to retort and then thought better of it. If I really want people to start trusting each other, well, real change starts at home. As quickly as I could, I explained the second bomb, and the memory card, and how we'd come to the infirmary in hopes that we could discover the contents of the ladder.
Okay.
Then stick it in already!
Go ahead.
Right. Just as Luna had said, there was a small slot under the screen, exactly the right size to fit a memory card. Within moments, the screen was filled with what appeared to be random letters. What is this? I took a screenshot.
6 rows, 22 letters each.
6 rows, 22 letters.
It looks like the odd rows use one set of letters, and the even rows use another set.
Do they match? Yeah, it looks like they're the same.
In other words, the first 2 rows just repeat.
Hi, Shy! Hello, welcome back from off, guy! If it's a cipher, though, why is it repeated multiple times?
Yeah.
Is this some kind of code or something?
It doesn't look random to me. I think there might be a pattern. I just don't know what it is.
Was there anything else on there? No, it doesn't look like it.
So all we get is this gibberish. Hey, Alice, you haven't said anything for a while. What's up?
Does any of this look familiar to you, Clover?
What do you mean?
Have you seen something like this before? Maybe during your training?
Training?
This is...
So you do recognize it.
What is
All right,
it?
knock it off, you two. How about you share it with the rest of the class?
Alice sighed and stretched her neck from side to side.
I believe this is an encoded message from a terrorist organization.
What?
They call themselves the Myrmidons.
Dio. Dio. You had fun? Yay! I thought so from, I was seeing like your, social media posts about it and like pictures you were posting. It was like a lot of fun. Myrmidons. For some reason I felt like I'd heard that name before.
What are the Myrmidons?
Put simply, they're a bunch of thugs who are trying to destroy or dismantle most of human civilization.
So this thing we're looking at, you think it's theirs?
Well, they have a number of different codes, but I do think this is one of them.
Then the bomb? It was set by one of the Myrmidons, wasn't it?
Yes. Well, I can't say for sure, of course, but it seems likely.
Darn it. I have a ton of questions for you. But let me start with this one. What the heck does that thing say?
I don't know.
What?
How am I supposed to decode it? I don't have the key. Without a key, it would take literally hundreds of years to decode.
What about you, Clover?
Well, if Alice doesn't know how, I sure don't.
See.
Not much we can do then. We can come back to that code stuff later. I've got another question. Alice, Clover, who the hell are you guys? Why do you know about the code?
That's...
You told me your job was to eliminate enemies of the state or something like that. Just what the hell kind of job is that? I think it's time you told us what you do.
Sorry, but I can't.
Why not?
Because you might be one of them. You might be the person who set the bomb.
That's idiotic. Of course I'm not.
Really? And where's your proof? For all I know, you're my enemy. I can't tell you anything.
I'm not your enemy. I'm your ally. I'm your friend. I just want all of us to get out of here. Just please tell us. Please. We need to find out who did this so we can all escape. We have too little information. We need your help. Fine. If you won't tell us about yourself, then just tell us about the Myrmidons. What else do you know about them?
I'm sorry.
Before I could blink, she'd leapt up and run out of the room. Hey, wait, Alice! I took off after her.
How long are you going to keep following me?
Until you tell me what you know.
Then why don't you just ask Clover?
Clover?
You already know she works with me.
Well, yeah.
Then why don't you...
I wanted to hear it from you.
Why?
That's a good question. Remember the crew quarters or this garden? We got paired up for 2 separate rounds. That means I've spent more time with you than anybody else here. Maybe that's it. I guess I'm just curious about you.
What are you talking about?
She spun around to hide it, but I caught a blush of red on her cheeks. We walked down the path to where it ended next to the pond. Oh, we're a dating sim now. I stayed silent. Alice sat down on the bench, and we gazed at the smooth surface of the pond for several long minutes before she began to speak.
You don't hate me?
What? Why?
I tried to kill you.
You mean in the AB game?
Yes. I was so scared. Who wouldn't be? Kidnapped and locked up, forced to play some sort of bizarre game. And then we found that bomb. I know I probably sounded calm, but as soon as we found that thing, all I wanted to do was run away from it as fast as I could. Things just went downhill from there.
What do you mean?
I remember hearing that Quark had collapsed and running to the infirmary with everyone else. When I got there, I realized I couldn't understand what anyone was saying, and everything looked... I don't know how to describe it. It was like watching a video on fast forward, only it was real. Then I started to feel like... It's hard to explain. I guess you could say I didn't feel like I was myself, and it only got worse.
That was probably the Radical 6.
Yes, I think so. I don't remember much after that. But when I woke up in the infirmary, suddenly all that fear was back. So all I could think about was getting out of this place as fast as I could. It never even crossed my mind that it could kill you. God help me, even if it had, I don't think I would have cared. See? I'm horrible. You hate me, don't you? Just do it!
What? Do what?
Kill me! Get it over with!
What the hell, Alice? I'm not gonna kill you. I don't even hate you.
You're lying! I could have killed you. I would have killed you.
Come on, calm down. No one's killing anyone. A single tear rolled down Alice's cheek. Then another and another, leaving shining lines across her face. When I reached out, I saw her tense just slightly. Slowly, I brushed my thumb across her cheek and off, taking her tears with it.
Why are you doing this? You know, you kind of remind me of my father.
What? I got father zoned! Bruh, I'm not that old. That's who you were after, right? The people who killed your dad?
Yes.
Did they have anything to do with the Myrmidons?
Will you promise not to tell Clover that I cried?
Come on.
If you keep your mouth shut, I'll tell you what you want to know. About myself. And about the Myrmidons.
Alright, my lips are sealed.
Really?
What, crying? I don't remember any crying.
Good. Alright then.
Alice took a deep breath and began. My father is Egyptian, but my mother is French. They met when my mother was in Egypt on vacation and married shortly thereafter. When I was 3, we all moved to the US. My father was a scientist and his field was cloning. He was recruited by an American lab, which was why we had moved. Both of my parents had used English around me from the time I was born, so I didn't have any problems adapting to life in the United States. By my 9th birthday, we'd been there for 6 years. That was when it happened. In the middle of the day, my mother showed up at school. Her eyes were red and puffy, but she didn't say anything to me on the drive home. When we arrived, there were several policemen there to meet us. My father had always been a very punctual man, and when dinner time came and went with no sign of him, even I began to realize something terrible had happened. It wasn't until several years later that I finally learned the truth. My father's lab had been attacked by terrorists, and he had been kidnapped. For the rest of my childhood, my mother raised me by herself. Oh, so I guess we don't actually know that her dad's dead then. He might still be a hostage. I didn't realize it then, but it must have been incredibly difficult for her, as a single mother alone in a country where any relatives were a transatlantic flight away. She did her best not to let me see it, but every so often when she thought she was alone, the mask would fall away, and in every line of her face, I could see exhaustion and loneliness. As much as I missed my father, it was those moments that made me wish more than anything that he'd never been taken. Hey, Baba Kanoosh! With 5 fives! Thank you for the resub, thank you! He picks us a hostage after so many years? Maybe it's that thing, what's it called? Where you start to like where you start to like the people keeping you hostage? What's that called? Oh, I don't remember. But maybe it's like that. Fortunately, I was an excellent student and did especially well in math. I earned a full-ride scholarship straight out of a high school, and spent the next several years studying. After graduation, I took a job with the Department of Defense, hoping that they might have the resources to help me look for my father. Sorry to interrupt the monologue. No problem. No worries. I like when people talk to me. Oh, Stockholm Syndrome. That's what it was. Yeah, good call. Good call. I was immediately assigned to the Special Office of Internal Security. Their purpose is to investigate, and sometimes deal with, terrorist organizations and other serious threats to the state. I could tell my mother wasn't happy about my decision, but she chose to remain silent about it. Eventually, I learned that the terrorist organization that had taken my father was none other than the Myrmidons, although at the time that name didn't mean anything to me. They were suspected of human cloning. Specifically, it was thought they'd been using cloning techniques to copy their most useful members and expand their ranks. The Myrmidons apparently believed that they could use cloning to create a new race of humans. Now at last I knew the reason for my father's abduction. The commander of the Myrmidons is a man named Left. We know his name and his gender, but not his appearance or his age. The Myrmidons are closely associated with a cult known as Free the Soul. We believe that Free the Soul provides their funding. But trying to pin any kind of misdeeds on the cult's leader, a man named Brother, is like trying to nail Jello to a wall. Brother's supposed to be fairly advanced in years, and rumors say he's so old he can't even get out of bed. Unfortunately, his mind seems to be just as sharp as ever. At that point, I hit a wall. I knew that the Myrmidons had been behind my father's kidnapping, but that was all I could learn about them. Then, one day, I got a tip that some of them were hiding in a building in the Nevada desert. Oh, a building in the Nevada desert, you say? That is oddly cruise ship shaped. How convenient. I headed out immediately. On the way there, my car had some engine trouble and stalled out. Oh, you see this? You see her at the end of the first game. Yeah. I was trying to decide what to do when an SUV appeared out of nowhere. I'll give you one guess who was behind the steering wheel. Clover. That was the first time we met. There were 4 other people in the car with her, and when I asked them what they were doing, I got what was just about the last answer I'd expected. They told me they'd been locked up inside of the very building I'd been on my way to investigate, and that they were currently in pursuit of the people who'd kidnapped them in the first place. My priorities shifted very quickly. After a short discussion, I convinced them to allow me to come along. My hope was to find the people that they were chasing, who I was certain were Myrmidons. In the end, however, we were unable to track them down. In fact, I still don't know where they might have gone. Eventually, I took Clover and her companions to SOIS headquarters. We decided that involving the police would only complicate things. After some questioning, it was determined that the people who would instigate this particular event were not connected to the Myrmidons. We did, however, discover that the mysterious disappearance and subsequent reappearance of several children 9 years prior was connected to Free the Soul. Really? There was also a 6th person in the SUV, although they weren't riding in it per se. A middle-aged man, who I'll just call H for now, had been bound and placed in the trunk. According to the other 4, he'd been behind the disappearance of the children 9 years earlier. We also learned that his pharmaceutical company, a major player on the world stage, was effectively controlled by Free the Soul. More specifically, I suppose, H was a member of Free the Soul, and very committed to their cause. So why had he kidnapped all of those children? Apparently, it had been part of an experiment designed to test the ability of certain people to access what's called the morphogenetic field. I don't imagine you've ever heard of it before, so I'll try and give you a quick rundown. Simply put, these people can access a sort of field that allows their consciousness to resonate with the consciousnesses of certain other people. To be honest, it might be simpler to just call it telepathy. The SOIS had heard of this particular ability before, and had actually used it in a number of investigations, so I wasn't surprised to learn of its existence. I was shocked, however, to learn that these experiments had been carried out by a member of Free the Soul. If If that was the case, then Brother must have known about it. The thought of him discovering a way to control and harness that power was terrifying. It wasn't too long after the incident in Nevada that another tip about the Myrmidons crossed my desk. This time it claimed that the Myrmidons intended to launch a large-scale biological terrorist attack. My bosses decided that we needed more agents to deal with a threat of that magnitude, and Clover was recruited. Because she'd been a test subject in H's experiment, we knew she had the ability to access the morphogenic field, and we wanted to put that ability to use. After several months of training, she was sent on her first mission. She would be tasked with the infiltration and investigation of the Myrmidon cloning lab. I was assigned to be her commanding officer. I hoped that our investigation might also give me a lead on my father's whereabouts. At last I had a chance to find out what had happened to him. I wouldn't let that chance pass me by. Perhaps that was what kept me from noticing the truth. J.D.'s heading out for comics? Okay, have fun at the comic shop! The whole operation was a trap. The lab was fake, and Clover was captured almost immediately. I got there as fast as I could, but when I arrived, the building was only an empty shell. All of the conspirators who had pretended to be researchers and the like had already fled. I searched frantically for Clover until at last, in a basement room, I found her. She had been tied to a chair, but on the floor next to her was another body. It was my father. He looked as if he'd just been dumped there, and when I got to him, his body was already cold. He was covered in dark, ugly bruises. It wasn't until later that I learned he had died from ruptured organs and internal bleeding. They had beaten him to death. As soon as Clover had been captured, a Myrmidon in a mask had come to visit her. He'd said that unless she wanted to end up like my father, she would leave them alone and tell our masters at the SOIS to do likewise. In retrospect, they must have known who I was and who my father was. That was why they'd killed him. Perhaps they had thought that they were sending a message to me, or that once he was gone, I'd lose my reason for chasing them. They were very, very wrong. I took Clover with me and left. I tried to console myself with the fact that I had, at last, been able to save her, at least been able to save her. Sometime later, I received a call from the coroner. He told me there was something I needed to see. There in the morgue was my father, cold and pale on a steel table. I could barely stand to look at him, but the coroner insisted. On his arm were 2 rows of numbers, comprised of 8s and 9s. It took me a moment to recognize my father's handwriting. He had carved them into his own skin. On his chest was another message, but they were letters this time, not numbers. Not many, just enough to make a short sentence. I love you, Alice. I broke down crying right there in the morgue. They were the first tears I'd shed since the operation had started, and there was no stopping them. There would be no forgiveness. Not for the monsters who'd put my father through this. They destroyed my family. I would make them pay, even if I had to die to do it. That night I made a promise to myself. I would avenge my father. It didn't take long to figure out that the numbers he'd written were latitude and longitude. They pointed to a chemical factory that had been disguised as an abandoned building. Further investigation revealed that it was the mother lode that we'd been looking for, the headquarters of the Myrmidons. I think my father must have known how things would turn out. Knowing he was going to die, he'd written the directions to our enemy's fortress on his own body. He'd sacrificed too much for me to waste this opportunity, with recklessness. This time, our operation would succeed. This time, I wouldn't let my excitement put Clover or any of my other agents in danger. We took our time. We gathered information, we did our research, and we planned. Finally, we were ready. December 25th, 2028 was going to be the day that we finally set foot inside the Myrmidon stronghold. But then, on the 22nd, only 3 days before the operation was scheduled to begin, a man in a gas mask appeared. So you inhaled that gas, passed out, and woke up here in the AB room.
Yes. Well, there it is. Everything that's happened with the Myrmidons and me. I left a few of the details out, of course, but you get the idea.
Yeah. Thanks. And the question is this the chemical plant that's disguised as an abandoned building? Is that where we are? She gave me a sad sort of smile and stood up.
We should go back.
Not yet. Your story explained a lot, but there's still one big question.
Which is?
Who here's the Myrmidon? One of us planted the bombs, and based off of the code that we found, it's pretty clear that person is a Myrmidon. Right?
Yes.
And I agree that we need to figure out who they are.
What do you propose we do?
Well, that's what I wanted to ask you about. Do you have any clues?
Clues?
If all the Myrmidons look alike, how do they not know their parents? Unless Dio's disguised somehow.
Well, if I could decrypt that code, it might tell us something, but...
How can we do that?
I told you. We need a key. Without that, it's pointless.
What's a key?
A key is a key. It allows you to sort of unlock a code. Myrmidons usually use this huge string of numbers as a key.
I have that! Wait. A long string of numbers? Could that be? I got a numbers. I got a numbers. Seven eight 153 61098 63809 42419 90551. This is how we know that Sigma is a real robot, because no human would ever remember that. Across multiple timelines? No way.
What the hell?
I was almost as surprised as she was. The numbers had just kind of appeared in my mind, and I was saying them before I knew what I was doing. Alice looked at me incredulously, and I stared back.
Where did...
That's true, it is possible I have an eidetic memory. But that's very uncommon.
Wait, can you say that again? That's 198,449,351 to the third power.
Cubic! Look! Look! They did the thing! What?
That number you just told me. Prime factor decomposition on that number gets you 198,449,351 to the third power.
What's the significance, though? You're talking about reducing an integer to a series of prime numbers that you multiply together to get it, right? Like, if you have 30, then you'd get 2 times 3 times 5, right?
Exactly. You probably learned that in junior high, right?
So you're saying that that's a prime number? And if you multiply it by itself 3 times, you'd get that code?
Yes.
Well, don't tell me you just did all that in your head.
I did do all of that in my head.
How?
Simple mental arithmetic.
No. No way. That's impossible.
I told you.
I can't do that, and I'm a robot.
I'm better at math than most people.
That's not better at math.
Well, look at you. You just recited a huge string of numbers. That seems pretty astounding, too.
Yeah, it is.
Where did you find that number anyway?
I didn't know what to say. What would I tell her? That it just came to me?
Can't tell me, huh? Fine. I'm pretty sure that's the key to the code, though. I know the Myrmidons use prime factors for their keys. And there aren't a lot of 25-digit numbers that turn out to be the third power of a prime number. I think there's a very good chance that number you memorized was specifically created by someone.
Could you explain that with smaller words?
Well, look at the prime factors of your number. 198,449,351 to the third power. I think that's our hint for cracking the code.
I'm still not following.
You still don't get it?
No.
Try to remember the code we saw in the infirmary.
Oh.
What did it say on the monitor?
Oh, the codes were repeated 3 times.
On the second row?
Then they just repeat.
Wow, you've got a pretty impressive memory. We could really use someone like you back at the...
Well, keep going. How do we decode that?
You use 198,449,351 to point you to the right letters.
What does that mean? Oh. How do we do that?
Well, the first number is 1, so take the first letter. The next number is 9, so go 9 letters over from the first one. Then 8 from that one. Just keep going until you get something.
Huh?
Make sense?
No. I ran over what she'd said in my head. The prime number Alice had given me was... insert number here. So what would we get if we picked out letters like she'd explained? The first letter would be C from the top left. Then you'd move 9 to the right, which would give you O. And then 8 more to the right. Eventually we'd get a word. And that word was... Okay. The code sheet won't be displayed when you input your answer, so it'd be wise to solve it now. Memo. Wait. 198449351. Okay. Also, hi Toksan, welcome. Okay, so 1 C 9 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Huh? 1 2 4 6 7 8 9. But I thought she said it was O. Oh, but you go O from where you were. Okay, so yeah, O. Then we go 8 from the O. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. 1 2 3 4. Is that a P? Computer? Okay, another 4. 1 2 3 4. Oh. Wait. Okay, okay. And then 9. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. And then 3. 1 2 3. Complete. 5. 1 2 3 4 5. Last one is 1. Completed. Ta-da! Ta-da! Woo! I did it! Completed! That's it, that's the answer.
Completed? Are you sure?
Yeah. I did exactly what you told me to do, and the word I got is completed. Well, actually it's completed, completed, completed. The code and the letters repeat every 2 lines. It just repeats.
Well, I can't remember the code like you can, but if you're certain, I believe you.
I'm definitely certain.
All right then. I wonder what completed is supposed to mean, though.
What? Aside from the obvious, you mean? I'm guessing here it means mission complete. So that's what the transmitter was for.
Huh? What are you talking about? What transmitter?
I barely even heard her. Suddenly my mind was full of memories that hadn't been there a moment before. It was like a wave had washed away the sand, revealing a bed of precious gems underneath. wouldn't have pegged him as the religious type. Darn it! Why hadn't I realized it before? I could remember a series of numbers, but not this? At least I remembered it now. Dio was a member of the Myrmidons. And not just any member, he was their leader. That meant he had to be the one who'd planted the bombs.
Hey, are you listening to me?
Yeah.
Then answer my question. What the hell was that? What's this about a transmitter?
I didn't trust myself to try and explain it to her. More than likely, she'd just think I was insane. Even I could barely make sense of the sudden influx of new information. To be fair, if she knows about the morphogenetic field, she's probably more likely to believe us than other people.
Wait. Don't tell me you're one of the Myrmidons.
If I was, do you really think I'd reveal myself like this?
Point.
Out of nowhere, Clover appeared.
Oh, there you are. I've been looking all over for you.
Really?
We're all down in the Floor B warehouse. Well, all of us but Luna and Clark.
Why?
We've still got 45 minutes until the white doors open.
I know that.
Oh, okay. Hey, wait a minute. I thought UK and Quark didn't know about the white doors.
Tenmyoji told us about them. He said he'd show us where they were, so we all followed him down to the Floor B warehouse.
I'm assuming you left Quark with Luna?
Yeah. Anyway, when we showed up, Vi and Kay were already there.
So?
Well, all of a sudden, Vi, Tenmyoji, and Dio all started yelling at each other.
What?
Why? Did something happen?
According to Clover, the last AB game had been the cause of their fight. Even though Tenmyoji only had one BP, Vi had chosen Betray. They started to fight, and since Dio had pressed Betray on behalf of his team, eventually he got dragged in too.
That seems odd. Vi only had one BP too. Her choice seems like a perfectly valid defensive move.
Ugh. Just come with me. Kay's trying to calm them down, but there's only one of him.
Okay, okay. Come on, Alice, let's go.
Coming.
I feel like we should tell her that it's Dio. It seems like important information we should share. All four of them were still there when we arrived. They seemed to have calmed down a bit, but the tension in the air was almost visible. I felt like I'd stepped into a room full of flammable gas. Even the smallest spark could turn the whole place into a raging inferno. Even Kay, usually so calm and collected, was standing ramrod straight with his hand balled into a fist at his side. I looked at Alice, pursed my lips, and then headed over to the angry knot of people occupying most of the room. Clover told me what's going on. This whole thing is stupid. We need to knock it off.
Stupid?
Oh yeah, call the angry people stupid. I'm sure that will help Sigma. You're the worst mediator.
What about this is stupid? We're talking about my life, you self-righteous dick.
Okay, Sigma had that coming. I know. But yelling at each other isn't gonna solve your problem. The best thing for us to do right now is trust each other and get through this. Wouldn't you agree?
Hard to trust someone who tried to kill me.
Same to you. I told you letting Dio vote was a stupid idea. What did you think he was gonna do? You might as well have pressed the button yourself.
I couldn't just leave Quark alone.
That's no excuse. And where do you get off telling me I shouldn't have picked Betray? Did you even think that through? What, I was supposed to pick Ally? If I'd done that, I'd be dead right now.
I could say the same thing to you. Damn good thing Dio didn't choose Ally.
Please, that's enough from both of you. Sigma's right. This isn't the time to be bickering with each other.
Oh, you don't get to talk. You tried to betray Clover and escape on your own.
Perhaps. But I think that's better than merely killing someone.
Well, I only did it so that she wouldn't kill Tenmyoji.
Ugh. Gosh darn it. Enough already. I roared with fury, not with furry, not with furry, and my voice echoed and rebounded off the walls of the warehouse. Everyone fell silent. I didn't know how long that silence would last, so I decided to put it all on the table. There was only one way I was going to be able to take control of the situation. Guys, listen to me. Dio's a bad man. We really don't have time for this. I was met with a number of glares, but I soldiered on. See, the thing is, I figured out who planted the bombs.
What? Is this what you were talking about earlier?
Sort of, yeah. I know which one of you it is.
Well, spit it out then.
Please, explain what's going on here.
I don't think I need to. They're gonna admit their guilt in just a few minutes.
What?
You're all going to hear it straight from the horse's mouth. Or I guess I should say Dio's mouth.
What are you on? You think I set those bombs?
Yes, I do.
Hey, if you're gonna accuse me, you better have some pretty damn good evidence, pal.
I'm not accusing you. I'm just stating a fact.
Oh yeah? Where the hell did you get that fact?
But as it was, I knew taunting alone wouldn't be enough to make Dio confess. He just played dumb. He was good at it. And I'd get nothing. That meant I was gonna have to trick him. Well, you see, I'm actually from Free the Soul.
Free the Soul? What's that? Some kind of hippie shoe company?
Hippie shoe company. Don't play dumb, Dio. Or should I call you Left? Brother ordered me to come here. To keep an eye on you. It was quick, but for just a moment I saw his eyes twitch. I leapt on that moment of weakness, like a hungry dog on a steak. Fine. Skepticism is understandable. Admirable, even. But perhaps this will convince you. I pressed forward, pulling out every fact I could remember. I told Dee about Brother's background, how his younger brother Left had been murdered. I mentioned casually that the Myrmidons were all clones of a single person. So? Still not convinced? How about this? Do a little prime factor decomposition on this number, and you'll get this other number to the third power. I'm not repeating it. If I'm not who I say I am, how on earth could I possibly know that?
What? No, that's not possible.
Finally. So, let's start over, shall we? I was sent here to watch your every move. It seems our wise and noble brother doesn't trust you. He suspects betrayal.
No! You're lying!
Hey, Juan! Hello, hello! I'm doing good. We are cornering Dio into telling the truth. How are you doing? I assure you, I'm not lying. But if you don't believe me, why don't you go outside and calm yourself with your transmitter?
No. No! You have to be lying! Brother trusts me! That's why he chose me for this mission! Why would he make me the leader of the Myrmidons if he...
Huh? Sorry, what was that?
I said, why would he have made me the leader of the Myrmidons if...
I grinned.
Wait. What the hell? Are you fucking kidding me?
Sorry, Dio. I've never even seen Brother.
What the hell was all that? How did you know all those things?
Dunno. Maybe I was divinely inspired?
Don't give me that shit!
What's going on?
What are these Myrmidons?
Dio and I stared at one another while Clover and Tenmyoji quickly explained to Phi and Kay about the memory card and the number 2 bomb, and about the code that we'd found that was from a terrorist organization called the Myrmidons.
So you mean to say someone from the Myrmidons planted the bombs?
And Dio pretty much just admitted to doing it?
Yeah.
Bastards. I'll never forgive you.
I heard a low, furious muttering behind me, and turned to see Alice, her lips pulled back into a snarl.
I am going
to kill you!
Get him! Her voice rose to a scream as she charged towards Dio. He ducked out of the way smoothly and pulled something from his pocket.
Whoa there.
Yeah, see, this is the little scene that we saw in one of the other timelines. We saw a little, like, flashback to this moment.
I like my women a little feisty, but you're taking it a little too far, sweetheart. Tone it down.
What?
You see this? You know what it is, don't you?
Oh my god. Is that the detonator?
Exactly. And I assume you know what happens if I press this button?
Yes. I think I do. I'm guessing it'll set off both of the bombs.
Well, I wouldn't say both.
He's like, about that.
You mean there's still a number 1 bomb we haven't found?
Correct. And there's one more, too.
No. There are 4 bombs?
Exactly. I've planted 4 bombs. They're the ones numbered 1, 2, and 3, but there's also one more.
Bomb number 0.
Bomb number 0.
Thunder. Goodness. Here, come here. Come here, cutie. One moment. Okie dokie, I'm back. I'm back.
It's all over. That's enough oomph to turn this whole place into a smoking crater.
Aren't you forgetting something?
That'd kill you too.
He's like, it's fine, I'm a clone.
So, I'm ready for that. I've got spares.
Spares? Is that what Sigma was talking about?
Yeah, clones.
Are the Myrmidons all a hive mind using the morphogenetic field? I heard Alice whisper something to Clover.
Let's go, Clover. Show them all that training wasn't for nothing.
Huh? Oh, yeah. Right.
Before I had a chance to ask them what was going on, they moved.
Die, you bastard! Yeah!
He roared and leapt towards Dio, Clover following just behind. Here's the thing. If he does have other clones, and it's more like a simulacrum kind of situation, then killing him doesn't really do anything. You know? Need him alive to get more info from him. Alice threw a punch at Dio's face, and as he dodged, Clover spun out from behind her. Dio grunted and turned to focus on Alice, but Clover darted in and snatched the detonator from his hand.
Clover, get him! Right! Sigma, catch!
Do not throw the detonator! Do not! Hey, Fry! Hello, hello! Thank you for the glove glove. Huh? Before I could respond, Clover had thrown the detonator at me. I scrambled to grab it out of the air and held it to my chest. That's crazy. Do not throw the detonator.
Damn it! Stop! Let me go! Still let go of me, you asshole!
Yelling didn't do him any good, and Dio found himself subdued by the skillful teamwork of Alice and Clover. Strangely, though, once they had hold of him, he stopped struggling. I was reminded of a gazelle with its neck in the mouth of a lion. Had he surrendered? Or did he have some trick up his sleeve? It didn't feel right. I didn't have time to wait. I didn't have to wait long for my misgivings to prove true. The detonator in my hand suddenly began to flash. What?
Ha! Serves you right.
What are you laughing at?
You, her, all of you. God, you're stupid.
What? Why?
See that detonator you threw to Sigma? You activated it. If it gets more than a meter away from me, it sets itself off.
Oh.
We figured someone might try to take it away, so we put in a little safeguard. Since you two were kind enough to take it away from me, the bombs have gone from remote control to countdown timer. Go ahead and destroy the detonator if you want. Won't make any difference now. The bombs are gonna go off no matter what.
How long do we have?
About 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
Oh no.
My condolences.
What can we do to stop them?
I told you that already. First, we need the device that allows us to input information. Then we plug it into each bomb and enter the codes.
Hey Alice, who the hell are you? How do you know all this?
None of your damn business. Just tell me where the input device is.
Well, that's none of your damn business. Fuck! Stop! You're gonna break it!
Of course. That's the plan.
Please, stop!
Like, that's the point.
Just tell me what I want to know.
Okay, I'll tell you. It's in my coat, in the right-hand pocket.
This is a trick.
Clover, check it out.
I don't believe you.
Right.
Because we found it in other locations. She nodded and started digging through his pockets. After a few minutes,
It's no use. There's nothing here.
Did you lie to me?
No, I swear, keep
oh,
looking.
he doesn't know he dropped it somewhere.
Oh, wait. There is something in here.
Clover pulled her hand from his pocket and held it out. Is that a pill, like for medicine? Oh no, don't let him have it.
What is this?
Huh? I can't see it.
Oh my, do not. Oh, how dumb are you, Clover? Don't do it.
Bring it over here.
Clover! Oh my lord. Clover frowned and moved closer to Dio, holding the pill out towards him. Clover. Suddenly he moved, his right hand snaking out to grab the pill from Clover's hand. Before anyone could react, he shoved it into his mouth. It's cyanide. I heard a tiny crack as he bit down into it. Almost immediately, he grimaced in pain. Hey, Friday! Happy Wednesday!
Shit!
What? What was that?
Poison, I guess.
What?
Damn! How could I be so stupid?
His eyes rolled up into his head, and flecks of spittle began to trickle out from the corners of his mouth. I grabbed him by the hair and shook. What the hell are you doing? Where's the input device?
Lost it. In my couch. Back home.
That's a pretty good reply. Don't screw with me.
Fine. Don't tell us. How about you give us the deactivation codes instead?
Deactivation? You guys are persistent. Fine. Not gonna do you much good anyway. I'll tell you. But you only get one. This is the deactivation code for Bomb 3. Ready? LXQ LHC NMR.
What about the other three? Tell us the other three. He didn't even seem to hear me.
My body will be a part of the foundation of bright future.
His voice was weak and more foam was dribbling out of his mouth.
Such a beautiful world. May brother live in everlasting glory.
Those were the last words Dio spoke. He died with a strange, happy smile. Damn.
He only gave us the password for one of the bombs. This is bad. What are we gonna do?
I know other passwords, I think. Maybe? I don't know.
How much time have we got?
I feel like I found a couple passwords, maybe?
25 minutes.
Are you sure?
Yes. When he told us the time, I checked my bracelet. It said exactly 30 minutes.
You mean the bombs are gonna go off the same time the next set of doors opens?
Yes. The time on your bracelet is the time we have left.
That's convenient. That's very convenient. Oh, so 25 minutes.
This isn't good. I was hoping that we might be able to escape through the white doors, but
It takes 5 minutes for the primary door to open and close. So,
yes, I know. There's no way we can get through them before the explosion happens.
Well, there's no point just staying. We should start looking. We need 3 things. The password input device.
And the remaining 2 bombs, right?
Right.
we also need passwords for all the bombs other than number 3.
Exactly.
Maybe Dio has a note or something?
Hold on, let me check.
She knelt down and quickly checked his pockets and sleeves and then sat back on her heels, frustrated.
Damn, he's clean.
She looked pale.
Then we'll just have to hope we find it somewhere. Tenmyoji, can you go tell Luna what's happened?
Right, I'm on it.
Good. The rest of you, let's move out. We can do this. Let's go.
Sorry. We all took off at a run, heading to different parts of the building, but all of our searching turned up nothing. And as we searched, the clock kept ticking. Blammers. And then at last, the chromatic doors opened.
Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
Our time had run out. We watched the white doors open. Were they doors to heaven? Or to hell? The thought barely had time to flutter through my mind before everything went white. We didn't even have time to say goodbye. 1,000 emotions flooded my brain in those last moments. Why? How? How had we ended up this way? Then a blistering wave of heat, like the surface of the sun itself, wiped out any lingering thoughts. Oh, blammers! My consciousness slipped away into a bottomless pool of darkness. Neither heaven nor hell, only the void. This is gonna be the Alice ending, I bet. We'll have Dio, Tenmyoji, and Alice. Yep, Alice ending. Save here. Okay, I think I'm gonna end early today, friends. I know we started kind of late too, but I don't want to start a new playthrough and not be able to finish it. And I have some stuff I have to do this afternoon. We'll stop here, but let's go raid Tori. It's Tori's birthday, so everyone, make sure you go over and say happy birthday, Tori. I'll say happy birthday, raid. Alright, everyone, I hope you had fun with Virtue's Last Reward with me today, and we'll play some more next week, and tomorrow we'll play some Tales from the Borderlands. Alright, friends, bye Bye bye. Thank you for coming. Bye bye.